people, we are back to the podcast, episode 255, and we are back. It is me, your boy International Walt, sitting here with my co-host, and she is...
Your girl Tash, the co-hostess with the mostest.
And we back for another episode of us.
How are you? For?
Just a pregnant pause. I can throw that in every once in a while.
You pregnant? I got you pregnant?
No. I was about to say yeah, but no. You ain't get me pregnant. You ain't stick nothing in me or splash something in me. No.
What if it worked like that?
We would never have kids. I'm not carrying no baby, babe.
You wouldn't let me get you pregnant?
Fuck no. Even if that was the way of the world, I'm not carrying no baby.
That's a shame.
That's some bullshit there. And then I gotta squeeze it out my ass.
What if they just cut you open to take it out?
Definitely not.
A C-section.
Definitely not. You could die of that shit.
Okay.
I'm good on that. We back for another episode of us. That's probably a precursor of how the episode gonna go. But we back for another episode of us. We hope y'all good out there. We good. Let's get right to the show. How are you?
I am good. Mentally, I'm probably a 9. I'm good. In the year coming down, I'm tired. This week, the first 2 days of the week felt like 4 days. Like, I could not believe that, it was only 2 days had passed when 2 days had passed. But,
you got to Tuesday and was like, it's only Tuesday?
I
felt like Thursday?
I got the Wednesday morning and was like, I can't believe it's only Wednesday.
Oh, I'm about to say 2 days. You had Tuesday thinking it ain't Thursday?
No, yeah, that's what it was. It was like Wednesday morning was like, I can't believe it's just Wednesday. Like, it felt like when Wednesday morning felt like it should have been Thursday night. Like, it just felt long. I don't know.
I feel you on that. The week do be feeling long, and today, yeah.
Do you think it has something to do with the time too? Because it be dark so early, it makes you feel like you're up for such a long day.
I think that's what happens to us when that time frame it changes. I think we always say, "Oh, we don't feel it," and I think that's the drag. Mm-hmm. I think it because we've experienced it so much living in the Northeast and all our life that it's the drag of it. Yeah. Like it just like slowly fucks with you weeks later.
Yeah, that's kind of how I but again, nothing is wrong, but I'm like a 9. Ready for some downtime. In a good way. I don't want to be down like hurt or injured, nothing like that. But ready for like,
clean that up.
Ready for like a
Jesus wants you to clean that up.
A end of year pause, like, just to reset, recharge. In whatever way that looks like. Finances are 8. Thank you, God, for your blessings and allowing us to be a blessing. I've been seeing some great opportunities to give back this holiday season. Some things I want to run past you. Just to, do our thing. Don't want to talk about it because, that's not our thing. We do things, but I don't feel like it should be something broadcasted. But been seeing some good opportunities of, how to give back to the community and people. Work is a 9. It's good. It's busy. I'm a little nervous because in the year is coming up and, a lot of people going to have time off like they should. And our work ain't going to take a break. So I'm like, what we about to do? We're about to have to put a pause on things, which is going to be a little different. But it is what it is. But work is a 9. And then physically I feel okay. I'm a 9. Nothing's hurting. I'm a little itchy. But I had a little onset of motion sickness that kind of lasted throughout like longer than it should have, which kind of just got me thrown off because I'm like, I don't want this to be. It is a part of my life, but not like a frequent thing. And I hope that as I get older, it doesn't become more frequent. But yeah, so that's it. How are you?
I'm good. Mentally, I would say a 9. I can go with a 9 for mentals. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just gonna stick with a 9. Finances is always 8. Just blessed. Just blessed. It's the end of the year and it gets me stressed the fuck out about finances and money. It's always something that's Christmas, it's stuff we want to do. It's your birthday. It's like a whole chain of events, and it just I end up getting through it, but it just bogs me out sometimes. But I'm maintaining. Um, so there's that. Then what do we got next?
Work.
Work is, I would say,
Mm-hmm. What's the why you work?
a 9. Work's a 9. Yeah, work's just going. It's easy, knocking jobs out, being very productive at work.
That's good.
Super productive actually. I hope that pays off. Last but not least, I be
Your body?
my body. Oh yeah, my body feel good. I lost a couple pounds. Feel good. I haven't been working out as hard at the gym, but still just being consistent and going every day and keeping the muscle memory. But yeah, I'm gonna kick back in, and it just might be the end of the year. Like you just tired, you just wore down. So you know, and you don't want to go to the gym January 1st or have that beginning of the year kickoff because you know it's crowded with a bunch of people that got to phase out by Valentine's Day. So there's that.
I hate when people just say that.
What?
Cause I mean, it's the reality of life, but people always have like a negative outlook on those people. But people got to start somewhere. I mean, and some of those people do phase out, and some of them don't. So
then I'm not talking to those people who don't phase out. I salute you. Like keep going and make it a part of your daily life.
And even if you're one of those people that do phase out, start again another time.
Yeah.
If you phase out Valentine's Day, come back Memorial Day. You phase out again, come back Labor Day.
It's just the people that do that constantly to themselves. And again, it's not a knock or whatever's going on in your year. It's just you probably need to fix that because if you're the type of person who goes every January 1st just till February, then that sucks for you. And it's like don't have to be called out, but you should probably do better if that's your bag. Like for 7 years, I just go every January till February, and then I fall off. Like you gotta change some shit. I don't think it's
intentional, but yeah. Your wows and woes this week?
Wows, just living another week, breathing another week. I can get I'll be having trouble sometimes expressing my feelings, or getting my words together sometimes. So, yeah, I'm just blessed that I'm alive for another week and here for another week. My woes, I don't have no woes. Nothing is other than wanting some rest, other than wanting some downtime, other than wanting to not have my mind filled up about just life. So that's it. Yeah, nothing really pressing like that on the wow front or the woe front.
I would say.
Hold up, let me backtrack. Oh, we'll get to that. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. We'll get to that.
I would say my wow and woe probably kind of came from the same night. So again, like I said, I deal with bad motion sickness as it is, like when I'm in a situation to get motion sickness. And well, I'll say the wow was just spending some sister time together with my youngest sister. We had an outing and we took a Uber to beat or whatever it was. We took a ride to. Why do people always just automatically say Uber even if it's not Uber?
Because they're probably the biggest or the most used.
Probably the first that came out. Because I don't know what it was, Uber or Lyft, but
ride share is what people say.
Yeah. Because very few people take a taxi anymore unless you're like in New York City.
Yeah, I'm about to say you gotta be in a proximity of a taxi
to see it. Yeah. And sitting in the back of the car, even when I was like younger, people like my husband, my sisters, they would think I was just being spoiled. Oh, I'm sorry, Scratch. They would think I was just being spoiled. But sitting in the back of the car, I would get nauseous. Like, it just makes me nauseous. Being on a trolley when I was younger, and I didn't right away notice what it was, but I noticed all of these things when I'm in motion. Being on a boat, then that's when it really set in. Was like, oh, my body do not like this unusual movement. Long story short, in the back of this minivan, nice minivan, guy, older white gentleman, we asked him if he could hurry up to get us there, and he did what he was supposed to do. But baby, I was back there like, I can't believe I'm starting the night off like this. It's sick. Like I just thought it was gonna ruin our night, and that lingered, and it's un poquito today. Like we're like 2 days later. When I'm driving myself, I can still kind of feel the lingering effects of like feeling like I just got off a roller coaster, and that's just such an uncomfortable feeling. So that was just my whoa, like, oh, this is annoying, and it's no cure except to take Dramamine. But how do you take Dramamine and like function in life? I don't know how. I don't think there's a non-drowsy Dramamine.
No, but I think what people do, it's kind of like they be on Xanax. Like you, after a while, you build a tolerance for that shit, and then you can just function.
You think I would be like a different, like I would kind of be one of the people where how we go out and to restaurants and we see people like she on something, like a waitress or something.
No, I don't. That's
you don't
narcotics.
think it would be signs?
No, that's narcotics. Like you wouldn't be like that from a Dramamine, but you every time you would sit down or stop talking, you would want to sleep.
My words would probably be slurry.
No, you wouldn't be like that. You
Okay.
wouldn't be nowhere near that. You would just be like, I'm up if I'm up. If I sit down for more than 5 minutes, I'm going to go the fuck to sleep.
I don't like that. Like when I was overdosed on melatonin.
Yeah, like because I got it in my system. So if I get restless, I'm out.
Yeah. Well, that was just my woe. The why was just, spending time with my sister. Because one of the things she was saying, like, we, even when I go out with friends or whatever, she was like, let's do an activity instead of like just going out to eat. So we had a good time. So that was it. But that motion sickness, and that kind of ties into with me, not directly, but with me talking about being itchy, like another medical thing. Like I'm going through this allergy testing. Are you, not that I'm aware of, and I would hope that you would have told me this, but you've never had like an allergic reaction to anything like growing up or anything?
No, but I'm not gonna say I've never had, to answer your question, I've never had an allergic reaction. Allergy season just left as far as like being leaves and grass,
like environmental allergies.
Leaves and no, because it's still some, but leaves and grass and the pollen and all that stuff of the summer. But now it's winter, it's like dust and mites and that kind of thing, like your heating system and all that kind of shit that you can be allergic to and still have allergic reactions. I've never been allergic to anything. Like that's you people with them weak ass immune systems that y'all got, that y'all allergic to shit. But no, and I've never been allergic to anything, but I don't know if I'm allergic to stuff because I've never been stung by a bee.
I was about
so
to
I
say
always
that,
hold that in the back of my mind,
never
like that's
know.
a common thing. Is that if I get stung by a bee and go Michelin Man, then that will be the one thing I am allergic to. But as far as food, shellfish,
you don't even really suffer from environmental allergies, like
grass and shit like that. No, I don't. And I'm in construction, so I've been around dust and dirty areas and damp areas and mold and shit like that. So no, I'm not allergic to anything, and I just chalk it to my immune system.
Yeah, you don't have, and I wouldn't include lactose intolerance because I kind of feel like all black people are lactose
I don't
intolerant.
know what we thought we was by drinking some whole milk.
Yeah, but other than that, like no food. Are there any foods that you feel? Because that's a common misnomer about allergies that I learned from my doctor, is that people always think like you'll break out in hives or something, but allergies can manifest in other ways. Like I'm allergic to crab, not all shellfish, just fresh crab. And when I was younger, when it first happened, I broke out in hives. As I got older, we would eat crabs together and my stomach would hurt. And, not to be TMI, but I would have to go to the bathroom. And when I said that to my doctor, he's like, that's still a manifestation of your allergy. Yeah. Your body can... It's
moderate anaphylactic shock is what it is. It's just moderate.
Your body's rejecting it.
It's about to turn into something worse, but that's just a moderate stage of it.
And then fast forward, after I hadn't had crab for... years, like probably 15 years or so.
From when we stopped eating them on the back of Tosh.
Twice. One time I would cook them, because I would cook them like for him, but I cooked a lot of it for our family for Thanksgiving one year, and I could feel like, I guess from all the, cracking and all that, the particles in the air, I could feel my lips tingling a little bit. And then we went to dinner one day and I made a mistake and ate some, and when I tell you, in 10 seconds, a bump popped up, and the whole left side of my mouth was like, baby, I'm numb over here. Like, I was like, my tongue, something happened to my tongue. Like, it happened so fast. So, yeah.
And I guess that's like a baseline to say as you get older, the shit can get worse.
Yeah, you never know how your body. And I think, too.
Where you think, I'm going to have a little crab, it's good, my stomach going to hurt, I'm going to take a shit. But no, I'm going to get a bump in 10 seconds and my fucking lip going to go numb.
And I think, too, by me staying away from, it's not like my body, which it shouldn't, but it's not like, some people will force their body, you can kill your damn self, but will force their body to build up a tolerance for something. Staying away from it, I think that's why when I came in contact with it, I think that's why it happened so fast.
Yeah,
my body was like,
what the fuck
we don't eat this.
And again, I've been in construction for 26 years. I've never, actually for 30 years, I've never been allergic to any dust, metals. I've been around all kinds of shit and never broke out about anything. I've never been allergic to any food.
Only thing you ever had a breakout is poison ivy, which everybody will have a breakout. But you never had any kind of reaction. I don't think there's
anybody out there that can resist fucking poison ivy.
You had one time, I remember I bought you some new pajamas. We were young, didn't know, like you're supposed to wash that kind of stuff. Open it up, and you had a rash on your back. Mm-hmm. But that wasn't necessarily an allergic reaction. They called that dermatitis. It was just like, I should have washed it. I should have washed it before you put it on. Yeah.
And that'll happen with dark blue and dark red. Mm-hmm. That shit that'll be like, that gets on your shirt or your couch or something. Like, you don't want that seeping in your skin. So that's definitely, that's bad. You also are allergic to, like, if grass get cut, your eyes swell up and shit when we go outside in the summer. Like, you'll be fine in the house, fine. Soon as we go outside, your eyes start to water. And remember years ago, like, your eye was bad with the watering. Like, it would water for like constantly. 2 years straight.
Like,
it did. It watered for like 2 years straight. Like, there was something wrong with it. Even through the seasons, it would water.
It would just cry.
And then it stopped. And then it started to like only water when you got allergies. But I remember, like, you had a problem. Like, that's when you got stars and shit. And it was like, why your fucking eye leak like this every day?
Yeah, it was bad. It was really, really bad. And it's crazy.
You would get a star like 3 times a year, twice a year.
Growing up, my sister, our kid's mom, she always has had really bad seasonal allergies, like the itchy nose. I never really experienced that, and it was like as I got older, oh, here it go. This is what people deal with.
I love the smell of fresh cut grass. Like, I want to inhale that shit like it's the gas station. Like, that stuff, it's just a good scent. It doesn't bother me at all.
Mm-mm. I love being outdoors. I don't like that smell particularly. What I also realized, and this hasn't been confirmed because I haven't had a test for this specifically, but I would guarantee I'm allergic to mildew. If I smell mildew, I have an automatic, like, I start sneezing.
That's not an allergy. That's what mildew does.
Make you sneeze?
Yeah, it makes you sneeze. It gets in your, it's mold. It gets in your throat. It makes you like scratchy. It makes you, you can
I will never forget. This is
spores
when we lived in Ambler. It shows you how long ago. I'm talking about just more than 20 years ago. I'm on a train. I used to catch the R5 to work. And this lady sat next to me, and her coat was mildewy. Like, she got wet, whatever, she took it out the basement, whatever happened to it. And I had to get up and move. It was like almost immediately she sat down, and I would just, achoo, achoo, achoo. I like could not stop sneezing and had to get away from her. So
spores was probably coming off her coat.
Oh my God, that's so dangerous.
It is.
But why wouldn't it affect her in that way?
Mildewy smell like something was wet and it dried.
I cannot stand
it. Like damp somewhere.
A nasty rag, like anything that's I can't stand it. That's just like what are some other things that you feel like you may have, like maybe that you don't know if it's an allergy, but you just have an aversion to?
I used to get like breakout on my forehead from like heat. I don't anymore, but when I was young, I used to get these spots on my forehead, like when I sweat a lot. Like if I was playing outside, playing football or something, or basketball, and I sweat on my forehead, I used to get these light spots, like all over them. And I used to think, like, what the fuck is that? Like, why do I break out in this rash? And then it was like I think it was like just a version to the sun or something. I don't know. I never found out what it was. I didn't think I was dehydrated or anything, but I used to sweat, and as the sweat was on my forehead, I would get these light spots like on my forehead that you clearly could see. Like, yo, you got like 8 or 9 light spots on your forehead. Like, what's going on? And be like, I don't know, I'm hot.
Well, we know for sure the way you sweat in the gym that you definitely, like, it doesn't happen anymore. And when we go to Jamaica or like we go on vacation,
you be seeing me sweat in the gym?
What?
I think you'd be like looking for, or just checking out people.
I do, but I look over at you just to make sure you're all right. I still worry about you a little bit when I don't want you to pass out or whatever. But
I'm gonna get
I check on you.
What do you call it?
Heart rate. I don't know what you're doing.
Sweat jacket. Shirt.
Oh, a sauna suit.
Sauna suit. I couldn't think of the goddamn name. A sauna shirt, not a suit. I don't want the goddamn pants.
Okay, a sauna
just
shirt.
The jacket, yeah, the shirt.
I don't want that, but I do want a weighted vest for the
yeah, I'm not. I don't understand that with people. That's
because
not a thing.
But you got to think about this, right? Your body. Okay, let's just say you're 240 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So you're working out to like with your 240-pound weight. So now, let's say you add 30 pounds, and I don't want a 30-pound one, but let's say you add 30 pounds to you. Now you're like working harder as if you're 270, but so it's like you're working harder for your body, but you're really only, it's kind of.
I get the concept of
so it helps
but
you
for
burn.
me, my brain doesn't work. I get what you're saying. I received that.
Yeah.
But my brain looks at it like, hey, I used to be 292. Now I'm 240. I don't want to feel like I'm 290 again working out. That shit was hard for me. So the way I felt at 270 working out, I don't feel like that at 240 working out. So now I'm at 240. I want to enjoy how it feels working out. And I don't want to put on 30 pounds and be like, this shit feel like I didn't lose nothing. Like, this shit hard all over again.
Well, I mean, from what I hear, it's just to help accelerate, your weight loss because it's adding that extra.
Yeah, it's
kind of like running
ankle
underwater
weights and shit like that and walking.
Yeah.
Now that's different because it's like you add a little 5 pounds around your ankles. I could see that getting, your legs all in order.
Yeah.
But to throw on a 20-pound vest after I just worked out and lost 20 pounds would be like, in my head, I get the concept, but in my head, it's like it's futile because I just left that space. I don't want to feel like I'm back in that space.
Yeah, but you're not. Once you take it off, the scale still says what it says. But I get what you're saying. It's a mental thing. But talking about the gym, do you think that there should be a dress? I don't want to say a dress code, but a dress etiquette for the gym.
Hell yes. Again, there's a lady that I saw maybe a few weeks ago that was talking about how other women dress in the gym and bitching about it. But I was in the gym today, and this specifically came up today where we're going to have a real conversation?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know how it is if you're in the gym, I'm in the gym, but we're in the gym together. Do you take a gander if you see a guy in gray sweatpants? Right in front of you. I'm not saying you search out for somebody. Like, you're not going in there saying where the gray sweatpants at. But if somebody's
right in front of me, okay. I'm not necessarily looking for it, but if I see it, then I see it.
Exactly. So, and the same thing with me. If we're in front of each other working out, or if I'm in front of somebody, or somebody's in front of me and we're working out, like, what's the end game of having your pussy print right out like that, or your ass cheeks way up like that? Like, I don't understand. And I also think that working out in baggier clothes is more comfortable, but what is the end game where you got to get so sexy or so cladly like you barely have anything on? Like, I don't understand the titties all up, the things between your vagina, your ass all up, just so you can do some exercise where you bend and your ass is poked out. Like, it's thirst trapping for real.
Well,
I think it's a place where you don't want to be distracted. You don't want to. You trying to work on shit. You like you said, it's people who go there and fail. It's people who go there and they fall off. Like, so you trying to focus and work on your body. So you got distractions. Men, it's women. For women, it's men. For everybody who taking looks and gandering, it's there, and I think it's a issue when you got dick in your face, or you got ass in your face, or you got coochie in your face. I just think that's a problem.
So this is how I look at it. I do think first of all, the gym is a thirst trap for a lot of people. A lot of people go there to meet people. A lot of people who, if you're single or even if you ain't single, unfortunately.
Really?
Yes.
I would push back on that because I would, and we don't have to, because a lot of people, they not gonna know. But who do you think that goes to our gym to meet each other? We see the same people in the gym all the time. They're not there.
We're there for
talking
an hour, but you don't know who sees who. I see, and at our gym, I think it's mainly the white people.
I see people scoping, but I don't ever see like a guy and a girl that I've seen for a while. Now all of a sudden they talking, or now it's like, oh, I seen her before. I seen, oh, now all of a sudden they talking and working out together. Like I never seen that at our gym.
We did the guy that lurks around. You remember he used to be with the girl for a bit.
Lurky, who Lurky?
Tall. He got all the tattoos. Light skin, black dude.
Who walk all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was with the girl for a minute. So I mean, you see it a little bit here and there. I think it's even a thirst trap for homosexual men. So and I don't think it's just our gym. I think that's the gym culture in general. I hear people that I know talk about, them going to the gym and, oh, I see this guy, he be looking at me, but I don't really know whether or not he be checking me out, but I be people, not saying they go for that purpose, but that's like a perk of going to the gym if you're single. Because one, you're already going to meet somebody that's probably like-minded. You're working out, they're working out. Two, you're probably going to meet somebody that not everybody in the gym looks good, but people are working to get to that point good physically, but you're going to see some people that look good. And if you're a woman and you have a great body, you want to, you have two different mindsets. I know some people, they want to go to the gym, they want to look good because it motivates them to keep working out, to work on their body if they have a great body.
How? In what way? How do you think that
I guess because if you're looking at yourself and you're like,
if you're scantily clad in the gym, how does that help you be motivated?
Because you're looking at how good you look and you want to keep up with the progress that you've made. So if you got on a sports bra and some tights and you see your abs that you've been working on coming in, then that's motivating for you to do that. Now, I'm not going to say it's not still thirst trapping, but you looking at your body, you like, damn, I feel good. I look good. I remember one point, wearing shorts to the gym, it made me feel a little bit good because I like the way my legs look. Now, I'm not talking about no scantily clad shorts, but just shorts. It felt a little like biker shorts, but like knee length, it felt a little better. Now, when you say looser clothes feel better than tight clothes, that's subjective. I like working out in sweatpants and a fitted top. I don't like a baggy top, but I do like sweatpants versus tights. For me, that feels better.
I can work out in a sweatsuit. Like I recently worked out in sweatpants and a hoodie, like a sweatsuit, a Nike sweatsuit, and that feels great when it's to me. It's just a better fit than having something tight on. And again, y'all wear shit tight all the time, so it might not be nothing to y'all.
Exactly.
Y'all might not even feel the clothes that y'all have on. It just looks away when it's like, okay, here come you walking through a group of 25 men that just happen to be in this pocket of the gym, and you walk over to get a weight that you could have got over there, and you happen to have on these shorts that accentuate your ass, your camel toe is out, your tits is popped up here, you not sweating at all, you ain't doing no workout, you just walking around the gym.
Catch some. And granted, they may not be
and God forbid somebody say, hey, how you doing? It's like you get a mean face. You get a screw face, like, the fuck you don't speaking to me here, I'm working out. It's like, which way do you want it?
But no, because now that's where the misogyny comes in. Just because a woman is dressed that way doesn't mean that she's doing it for male attention. Again,
no, I'm going off your example. You say I'm there to meet somebody, and I'm showing. If they approach you in a right way, like, hey, how you doing?
But not all women.
Good.
Like I said, there are some women they're there, and again, they may have on the sports bra and the tights, but they may be there because they want to see their body in the mirror while they work out, and that's motivating for them. But you also have to think, is it my fault that you're distracted by me, or is it your fault that you can't focus on what you're doing? And I'm just let me land my plane. I say that to say, because like you said, am I looking for the gray sweatpant print? I'm not looking for it, but if I see it, I see it. I am never distracted in the gym, but I also am there with a different mindset. Like, I don't, this could come from trauma and all that. You know, if I'm working out, it's certain positions I don't even want to be in, be like facing a crowd of people, because I don't want to feel like everybody's looking between my legs. Like, that's not, but again, I'm not there thirst trapping. For somebody that is, that might be the attention that they want. For me, the thought of it makes me cringe to think that, oh, I'm laying back on this weight just to lift weights or something, and I look up and somebody's looking between my legs. I'm gonna want to leave.
I say you can't focus tongue in cheek, though. I don't mean like you can't focus. Like, obviously, I'm gonna focus and do what you gotta do. It's just every time you look up, it's like, hey, there's another girl not sweating, but got on fucking no clothes and is standing over here trying to do some exercise with her ass poked out. Or literally you gonna sit on the thing and open your legs and you got your camel toe just sticking out. But yet if somebody glanced that way, you'll be like, you fucking creep. Like that's the kind of shit that's be like, and you can't like,
I guess too
and again, I don't know whether it's social media or the phones. Like, do you think the gym should be like, hey, no phones out? That'll stop a whole lot of the thirst trap and shit, because girls want to record themselves.
But I don't even think it's the phones. I think the thirst trapping is in-person thirst trapping. I don't think it's necessary. Because, I mean, we don't see a lot of content creators in our gym. I mean, you see a few.
Couple.
Yeah, you see a few, but you don't see a lot. I think the thirst trapping is in real life. And again, I think, too, because, like, I see the same girls you see. And sometimes I be looking like, damn, her ass look good. Like, it's not, she don't have like a big fake looking butt, but she got a butt that look like it's fit. Her, or like, oh, her thighs a nice size. She thick, but you know, and for me, I look at it like I don't want to say ideal body size, but I like to see a woman that looks good. Even some of the girls that, I don't want to say it's unrealistic, because anything is possible, but I know, like, okay, her physique is unrealistic for me. Like, I'm about to be 45 years old. I'm not gonna get there.
You just said
but
40, you stop knowing how old you are at 40. Like, for 5 fucking years, you just don't know how old you are. Like, what the fuck did that start? Much as you care about birthdays, you like, how old am I again?
But I get confused. No, it started at like 43. I get confused. Like, I know I'm going to be 45 if I think about it, but if I have to say it off the top of my head, I got to, am I 43 or 44?
Just how you just went in, like, how old am I again?
Yeah.
Like,
but I say, like, even the girls who bodies, like, look good, I be thinking, like, damn, to me, it's admirable. And this is not anything I probably thought about 10, 20 years ago, but I admire women who are like you, in a sense, that have that consistent gym routine and look good. Even if it's like, okay, I'll never have that body shape, you know, that physique or whatever, but it's this one lady that comes to the gym. She kind of got a stank face sometimes or whatever. Short, she kind of light brown skin. She's not skinny, but she's small, petite, and she be working out, and I be like thinking about the different workouts she be doing. I'm like, she really be consistent, because her body look good. And again, I'm not like attracted to her, not like, but it, so I say that to say a man's brain and a woman's brain can think. Now, if I was a lesbian, I probably would be thinking differently. I might feel distracted.
And another thing
I don't know.
The thirst trapping thing. When did in this? You tell me if it's common. No draws. Is that a common thing? Or if you come into the gym to sweat and work out, shouldn't you wear a pair of underwear? It shouldn't be about your panty line and how it looks. You're going to the gym. You're not going to an event or out. You're going to the gym.
To be honest, I think that's always been a thing that maybe we just weren't aware of. I think that's always been a thing. Like people, like women, and I mean, you do sweat a lot down there. I was just
got light colored tights on. You bend over and the crack of your ass is wet.
Well, that too could be,
it's like, come
women
on,
not
you had
buying.
drawers on that we wouldn't see that because the drawers would soak it up.
It depends.
But because you got on these nude colored tights.
It depends, because I mean, depending on what kind of panties you got on, everything could be wet. Or depending on how hard you work it out, everything could be wet. It also could be the quality of tights that you're buying. But I say all that to say, yes, there's a lot of thirst trapping going on, but there's also just confident women that come there to look good. There are some girls that I be thinking like, you couldn't have more like a sports bra with a teeny bit more fabric. It's this one lady one time, I thought she didn't have a top on because she had a sports bra, but it was like a string kind of sport because she had small boobs and it was nude color, and I'm thinking, oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
She in here with her titties out.
I'm waiting to see a woman walk in there with a t-shirt on with just her titties out because they small and can sit
and like her nipples
and try to work out. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
but what are you going to do? There is no. I think the only policy is that you can't be naked.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
I think that's the only policy.
What I'm saying is tongue in cheek. I don't really think like they should be coming down with rules on trying to tell grown people how to dress. But it's a fucking thing that in the gym, it's a lot of that. And is it like that with the men? Do you notice men that come in there and thirst trap like the women? Like I can notice women who come in there, like I said, ain't sweating. I've been in here an hour and a half. I'm sweating my balls off. I seen you 3 times. You ain't got no sweat.
The thirst trapping
you just
for
walking
men.
back and forth. Do you see men who come in there that are nice looking, not on no homo shit, but just nice looking dudes who try to come and be consistent and be seen every day?
I think the thirst trapping for men is a little different. I see the men. So you remember the small feet we used to see all the time. He coming in, he got the sunglasses on.
The one that got him and the big dude.
Yeah,
about to fight.
Yeah. It's like why you got these? No me either. Like why you got these sunglasses? Yeah. And he had little feet, ladies. Like
he wore like
he
an
was
8.
tall. He was like maybe 6 feet, and he always had on fresh sneakers with little feet.
Yeah,
y'all know what that
means. He wore like an 8.
So again, he would have his gold chain. So like that was thirst trapping in a way. Then you got the old heads that come in there fly with their Steelers gear or their Lakers gear, and they got the Steelers jersey with the Steelers towel, the Steelers headband, the shorts. Then they got the black and yellow sneakers and the Steelers socks.
That's the Steelers bag.
That's thirst trapping because they like, oh, I'm looking fly. I'm going to the gym with all my gear on. Then you got the guys that they'll go over to the pull-up bars, and it's like, I'll catch them like, you know, if I'm on the treadmill, you know, they'll like kind of side eye me and they want to, or they'll do like the pull up and then go up top. Like, don't nobody
they trying to show off at everybody with that though.
Don't nobody need you on the monkey bars. They want
to say, yo, I'm about to do this shit.
Yeah. Here. So I think that thirst trapping for men.
It is. It's fucking impressive that they do that. It's super impressive. But, I don't know how women feel, but I'm impressed. I want to stop and look like, oh, go ahead, bro. Do that shit.
I mean, it's a bit much. Like, what are you practicing for? To be the best on the playground on the monkey bars?
The boxing dude that can stand up on that shit
the boxing dude is phenomenal.
He get up on the bar, come up on his waist, put his feet up above him, and stand up on his arms like that, like it's straight up like that, and stay there on top of the bar. His feet like 30 feet in the air. He like this.
And I'm calling her a Pilates lady. I don't know who the hell she is, what she does. She goes and she'll stand near the wall, go down on her hands and just do a handstand and stand there. Oh, yeah. And I be on the treadmill like, yeah, she is just that lady like is crazy. Up in the air.
That's another lady with a coochie out all the time and no drawers on.
I think she would fight you though. I don't think she's thirst trapping for men. I think she would kick you in the balls.
And the I don't know if she's white or Spanish, but the lady that always quiet, she don't say shit to nobody with all the tattoos. And she's like light skinned with freckles.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes she wears shorts, sometimes she wears tight, and sometimes she want to show off her tattoos. Mm-hmm. That lady, she be thirst trapping too.
I mean, and also you gotta think there are some women who have been on a weight loss journey and they feel proud of their bodies. They look good. You remember the big booty lady that used to come in there?
No,
she was I'm saying big booty. She's a white lady. She was very thick on the bottom. Very thick on the bottom and like smaller on the top. And she would come in there and we kind of like, you know, gave each other a side before. And I've noticed like she lost a lot of weight coming there. I thought she looked better when she was a little bit bigger because she kind of lost weight in her butt. But, but you know, you got people too that just feel proud of the progress that they made. I mean, you know, the gym is a thirst trap if that's what you're there for. I don't want to say
my man Mike is consistent.
Yeah, I don't.
It's super consistent.
I don't want to say it's the perfect place to meet people, but if you're single, I don't think it's a bad option to meet some options. I mean, your husband or wife might not be there, but it ain't a bad place to meet a potential. You know.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's better than like meeting them. I would think at the bar. At least y'all doing something.
Again, like you said, y'all are like-minded. You
But
meet each other at the bar instead of meeting each other at the gym. Y'all are like-minded.
But it's also
y'all gonna want to be at the bar again after y'all get together.
But it also, there's some vulnerability to it, because if you're a woman who's not yet comfortable in her body, like this person, which it could be a good thing, they're seeing you when you're sweaty, you're not all made up, you know, you probably don't look your, like, you know, you might look a little, I'm a frumpy gym girl. Like, I do not need to be cute in the gym. If I am coming, like the few times I may have wanted to go to the gym from work and had makeup on, I feel so uncomfortable, because it's like, not that I care about what people think, but I really don't want nobody to think I'm that girl that does their makeup for the gym.
You don't got to do makeup, but you can land in the middle sometimes. Like, sometimes it's like, Jesus Christ, you like, you beyond like it's like, what the fuck? Like, oh
but
my
you
God.
Also got to take into consideration, I am not wear your scarf or bonnet outside.
No,
girl.
None of that.
So if my hair is done, I gotta work around that. So y'all
she'll work out in a hoodie, a scully, like baggy sweatpants, and like she just looked like, sup, it was good, dog. Like, that's exactly
because I ain't there for y'all. Like, I am truly there for me, but I won't embarrass you no more. I'm sorry. Have you be embarrassed?
No, well, no. I just look at you and let you know, hey, this is one of them days. Like the hair, like the hat, like, all right, that's what we.
I put earrings on,
and that makes it worse. Makes it even worse. Because you think that shit's a touch of femininity. Like, no.
Oh my goodness.
Not with everything else the way it is.
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious.
No.
That is hilarious. I just be feeling like I'm going here. I want to do what I got to do and get out. Like, I don't even care. And no, I say this in the humblest way. I think I look good no matter what. So I don't even be, and men, it's men's fault, because ladies, y'all know, we can go to the gas station with you know, a nightgown and sweatpants on, your nightgown tucked into your sweatpants, a hoodie zipped up to here, and a man would be like, how you doing? You like, what the hell you looking at me like that for?
Because that's what men like. Men like women not made up.
Because then you look low maintenance, or do you
No,
look...
you don't. It's got shit to do with low maintenance. You're in your natural state. Like, I can see you for who you are. Y'all think, like, when you just said that, you don't have to be all dialed up for the gym or whatever like that. Like, you're right. If you're in the gym, you're working out, your hair is a little shoveled, you got a little sweat, you know what I mean? Men like, it's like, okay, she's attractive because I can see her for who she is. It's not her superficial representative. Like really, she came to the gym with her cheeks all rosed up and shit, eyelash on, long eyelashes, lipstick, earrings. Like, what the fuck are you working out? What are you doing?
I put lotion and chapstick on. That's
it. What are you doing?
That's all. Lotion and chapstick. And sometimes I put too much chapstick.
Yeah, it was all up. That's what I mean when I say, like, that shit go too far with you. Like, the chapstick was under her nose.
And the sweat started beating all around my lip. He was like, what the hell are you doing?
Like, that shit don't be appealing at all.
But that, again, I'm not there thinking of being appealing. I get that. But I am with you, and I'm a representation of you. But some of the men be checking me out, but then the ones that know that I'm with you, they like be giving a side eye. Like, is she going to like sneaky give me a side eye? And that's nope. I don't want anybody for a half second to think that I'm going to dishonor my husband or that they could potentially stand a chance. Even if I think you're handsome and I might look at you and you walk away, but I will never let you think that, oh yeah, she would step out. Because I wouldn't. And I don't even want you to look at him like he a sucker, because he ain't. And I don't want him to beat us up in here. Like, no. The old head, when he didn't speak to me.
This guy?
Yeah. And now he make a,
yeah,
like, all right, I'll see you, because you fronted on me a couple times when my husband was here. Like, I guess he probably had to realize, like, oh, they together.
He seen me in the parking lot. He's like, made a beeline through the cars. And I'm like, this motherfucker walking up to me. Like, I saw the shit before he even got there. And he got there and he was like, yo, bro, I had my headphones on. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, your beard, man. Like, how long you been growing it? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, my fucking beard? Like, all my life, bro. For real. Damn, I wish my joint grew like that. Like,
but, babe, can I tell you something? And
does that mean people want to be my friend?
Yes.
So I should make friends?
Well, that's like you don't like small talk, but that's how conversation, like that little small talk, that's how you make friends. Like, even with Mike's a little weirdo, but when he be like wanting to talk about now I'm not saying y'all exchange phone numbers just because he asked about your beard, but that's how camaraderie builds, and then that's how you make friends. You have such an aversion to people talking to you about simple things, but you don't start off talking about, climate change with somebody who you don't really know yet. It's the small talk, the making the effort to, give a salute or shake hands or what's up, how was your holiday? Like, that's how you build camaraderie. That's how you become acquaintances. Acquaintances grow into friends if it lands there.
I didn't know that I was supposed to make friends.
Not that you're supposed to, but you want to. Or at least you're open to it, but then you're open to it, but you're not open to what it takes to get there.
Because it feels weird.
It does, but you gotta step out your comfort zone.
It's like, I don't fucking know you, man. Why are you asking me about hair?
You don't know, but that's how people meet friends.
About hair?
About anything. Some of my people in my life, and this is gonna sound a little hood, right? A lot of hood. Like me, some people who I have been friends with for a reason, season, or lifetime, our camaraderie has started from the simplest conversations. Like me and Geneva, when we, became friends, it was smoking weed. That's so hood. But I was 18, 19. But we worked together, and like, after work or something, it was like, oh, you smoke? I smoke too. And like, we was just cool. We would just every now and then. Then we started
potheads.
Then we started going to the nail salon on our lunch break. But I mean, that's how it started. You know how Toya, in conversation one time, she was saying something about her buying her house. She was like 23, 24 years old. I never knew anybody that young that owned a house. And that like piqued my interest. Like, you bought a house? And not like getting too much into her personal business, but like asking the questions and stuff. And that like,
how you did that,
kind of sparked my interest. Nanette and I worked together, and I remember her being the representation of leadership, because this was my first time being a supervisor, and she was like the representation of leadership that I kind of wanted. Like, she was authentic herself. She had long nails, she had a weave, she wasn't coming into work like being so like what somebody would think was like a standard supervisor. It was like, wow, she cool, she down to earth, but she about her business. So I would ask her questions because I was new, as a supervisor. So that's how we started kind of having small conversations. About small work stuff, but that's how friendships build.
Yeah, it just feels weird, and I'm open to. I don't always want to, but it just feels weird. Like, I don't go up to people that I don't know and talk to them. That just feels weird to me. And maybe it's a man thing, or where I come from and where I was raised at, but you don't vulnerize. That's my word. You don't vulnerize like that. And if that's your man and that's your homie, then cool.
But how does it get to be your man or your homie? If you don't start with the small conversations.
I don't know.
Yeah, like they not going to just pop up.
I'm trying to think, like, how did me and Eddie become friends?
Y'all work together, so
yeah, but that's just working together. You just working. Like, he could be over there in the corner, I could be over here. We work together for.
Y'all start having small, simple conversations, and then you start talking about family. You start talking about childhood and previous experiences, and that's how you build a relationship. You don't just pop up like, "Hey, I know you. You're my friend."
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not an idiot. Don't
No,
do that.
I know you're not an idiot.
Don't patronize me.
But as you were saying that, I'm just thinking to myself, my baby doesn't, and again, you're right. You're not just going to have random conversation. But these people are like kind of throwing you the alley-oop because they're starting the conversation. But you're like...
Yeah, because I don't know if I don't know if I want to be friends with him.
But you don't know because you don't know him. And not saying you gotta like engage.
Look like his name Eric or something like that. I don't know. He looks like an Eric.
He looks like a Daryl to me.
A Daryl?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I could see a Daryl or an Eric.
When did you realize you were grown?
Probably the first Christmas I didn't get shit. So probably 16, 17. And I remember
you
vividly,
felt grown then?
Yeah, like nobody's taking care of me.
Okay.
Like nobody is giving me anything anymore. Like I remember when that stopped. Like I can remember it yesterday. Like no, like I used to could ask my mom for $5, $10 or whatever, just to have a couple dollars in my pocket. And I remember when it was like, you can't no more.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't. Christmas came and it was like, oh, it's Christmas. Like it's normal to get shit on Christmas, but it was like Christmas came and went, and this is like the first Christmas where I didn't get nothing. Like nobody's taking care of me no more. It's all on you. And I remember like this feels like, okay, you got to do shit for. If you want a gift on Christmas next year, you got to buy it yourself, like or have a girlfriend. But nobody's saying, hey, here goes your Christmas gift. That's over with. It's a wrap. So that's when I felt like, okay, I'm grown. Yeah. Might not have been, but feel grown.
Right. Well, I didn't even think about back to them. I was thinking more like somewhere along my 20s where it was like...
Should have hit the fan?
Yeah, where it was... And it was during our... Well, my 20s were with you, so it was during our time, but I think it was like probably one of the moments of just like... Because of you being a fugitive at that time, of course I had family, but it was like, this is on us. Like, our lives, like... It ain't
nobody you can go to.
Yeah, like it's
we
handling.
Need something. We either gonna have it or not.
It's handling big girl stuff where it's like, yeah, this is on us. Like, yeah, I think that was like the first time, and it, wrong in my head. I remember this was a Thanksgiving on in Sharon Hill, and I remember my mom was going to come over for Thanksgiving, and she ended up not like saying something like whatever. My dad didn't let her or something, or he probably didn't know, and she couldn't like sneak away to whatever the situation was. And I remember just like my feelings being so hurt.
I remember.
Yeah, I remember my feelings just being so hurt, and I don't know why that stands out to me as like one of those moments of feeling like
it's just.
Yeah, it's us. It's us. Like that was one of the moments where like I really felt like
shit was held up in your face.
Yeah, like you out there. Like what you gonna do? You gonna crumble because your family didn't show up for Thanksgiving?
No, I remember saying to you like we gonna have our own Thanksgiving and don't nobody have to come. Like as long as it's us, we be all right. Like we gonna cook the same meal, eat the same food. You gonna make the food, I'm gonna love it, and we gonna eat.
Yeah,
and it's just gonna be us. That's our new normal. Until like shit changed, but that was it.
Yeah. So yeah, that was what it was.
What's your go-to get off the phone line after a long call? You have an annoying call, you want to get off the phone. What's your go-to line?
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Like
really?
I don't have like a lie line. Like it depends.
I thought you put it on me. Like Jay just walked in. Let me talk to him.
But I honestly like if you come home from work, that's not like a get off. That's not like I've been on the phone.
I didn't say it was, but if I'm at work in the daytime and you talking on the phone and want to get off.
I don't know. I'll just no. If it's genuinely like we've been on long.
Teresa, and you don't lie, huh?
I,
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, first of all, I'm usually on the phone with one of my sisters. Like, that's really all I really talk on the phone with.
So that's it? That's just, all right.
Yeah, after a while, all right, let me go up and talk to Jay. You know, been working all
If
day.
I'm on the phone, I'm talking to like my dumpster guy, and he can talk, or Jerry or somebody like they can talk. Gary's boss can talk. Like Carlos can talk. And if I'm on the phone with them, sometime I'll be like, I'm on a ladder. Like I gotta go, and I'll be sitting in a fucking chair.
You tell me you're on the ladder sometime.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like those are just a line that I would use to like, or I'll say like, hey, I gotta talk to these people. They waiting on. They just walked up.
You say that to me too.
Oh my God, with you and like, you know, I'll get off the phone. But there's some people that can talk. Some people like to talk. Old people like to talk.
Yeah, I don't really, but again, I don't really talk to many people on the phone. So that's typically, even if like no matter who I'm talking to, if it's been a while, I'll be like, all right, well, or if I'm on my way to somewhere and like, all right, I'm about to pull up at such and such. I'll talk to you later because I'm at my destination now.
What about you on the phone with like a custom? I don't know what I call them. A client or customer?
Yeah, a client.
A customer's the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I usually will just kind of wrap up. All right. So you have my information. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Again, call me, text me.
All right. But before you go, I just wanted to ask this.
All right, ask that question. I'll answer.
Then you wrap up again.
Yeah. Like I mean, it's because sometimes people. And I recognize this. People don't, especially in this day and age where that human connection has been so lost. A lot of people really don't be having people to talk to. So when they get you on the phone, oh baby,
and they can't pick up social cues, like because like you just said, the gap in the human connection. Like you don't understand the pauses or the wording of all right, I'm about to.
And they don't, and they probably feel like I don't know when the next time I'm gonna have a person to talk to, like. How they want to pour all their life on you,
jail.
And you be like, okay, so let me handle this, and I will let's schedule a time, and I'll get back. Like I'm good for telling somebody. I try to set realistic expectations. Give me 4 days. Like I'm not gonna call you back later. I'm not gonna call you back tomorrow. Give me about 4 days. I'm gonna put it on my calendar, and if I don't call you back around this time, feel free to call me. But like, don't. Your emergency doesn't dictate my urgency. Like just don't feel like your emergency doesn't dictate my urgency. Ooh. Just because you waited to the last minute to do something and you think like it's so pressing, I'm supposed to move everything around for you. Like you don't know what I have on my plate. So
your emergency don't dictate my urgency. I'm stealing that.
Yeah.
I'm stealing that.
Yeah,
I tell some people at work that.
Yeah.
What the fuck on,
people
man?
they'll ask you for something they want it right now. You don't know what I'm in the middle of doing. You don't know what I'm doing. You don't know what I got going on. Who are you to think that I should just drop everything right now because you asked me for something? Unless you're my husband. That you ask me for something and it's like, oh, I need to respond right away. I got your request. I'll respond as soon as as soon as it's convenient for me, because you don't know what else I got going on. Like I don't like that. Don't try to clock my time.
No 3 grams, 3 would you rather's.
Alrighty, let's
first
have it.
One. Would you rather have your phone messages exposed or your pictures exposed? So text messages exposed or all your photos, your 29,000 photos exposed?
I would...
Like on blast for everybody to see or on blast for everybody to read?
I would probably... I don't have no juiciness either place, but I would probably say my pictures on blast because it's not no juicy details, but it's just probably some private stuff that other people probably are sharing with me that I wouldn't want exposed.
I would say, well,
now within those thousands of pictures, you might see 2 or 3 titty pics.
Yeah, I was about to say my pictures. Well, I would say one. I would want to say my words because anything I said in the text, I can stand on. So I would want to say my words. I'm not afraid if somebody saw something I wrote. Yeah. At that moment, I meant it. But I know my phone. So I'm gonna have to say my pictures because I would not want them exposed because there's pornos of you and there's naked stuff of you in there, and I wouldn't want that to be seen.
So you would rather your text get exposed,
yes,
not your pictures?
Yes, because I can stand on what I've said in a text, and I'm not like a person who writes weird text. Like I'm kind of straight to the point and shit like that. But yeah, I would want my text exposed, not the pictures. The pictures is going to expose a whole different side of some people.
Yeah. Why did you look at me like that?
You're some people. It's not like it ain't no other naked girls on my phone.
Some people.
Yeah, what the fuck we talking about here?
But you got some screenshots of naked girls in your phone, so that's going to show people.
I have screenshots of girls with clothes on.
Well, I mean,
naked. I have one naked girl in my phone, and she's sitting to my and the camera naked, left, my right.
But I mean of like
scantily clad.
Yeah, scantily clad girls from Instagram. Probably so that's gonna let people know that you're a perv.
No, those screenshots were screenshots I was gonna show my wife. Like I remember I screenshotted a girl who was like as black as your monitor screen, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna show Tasha.
What about the ones with their legs wide open?
I never did that. I never did that. I ain't never did that. You trying to catch me up. I ain't never did that. Yeah, you tripping. I ain't never did that. I don't do shit like that. It ain't that deep to me.
Okay. What's your next one?
Would you rather say everything that comes to your mind or never speak again? This is a very, very good one, I think, because if you put some thought into it, never speaking again might be the best way to go. If you had to say everything you thought, you cannot control thoughts, babe.
Oh yeah,
like all kinds of shit pop in your head. You gotta say it now.
I was thinking you would be more mindful of your thoughts, but even thinking about it, if you have to say it.
Yeah, I might be a mute the rest of my life because to say everything, I think of some crazy shit, like some vicious shit. So I would not want my thoughts to be like my bubbles to be like out. Nah.
Yeah, I think I'm happy you put that spin on it because initially I was thinking I don't want to
talk. I want to talk. I ain't gonna shut up forever.
Exactly. I'm going to say what's on my mind. I'm going to speak my mind. I'm going to speak my piece. But to say everything that comes to mind,
nah, I got a foul mind. Like I think of some rotten shit. I think of some heinous shit sometimes. And I'm not saying like I'm some Jeffrey Dahmer, but I have thoughts. I
don't like how you smile.
No, I'm just saying, like, everybody has thoughts in their head, and if you gotta say everything that pops in your brain, come on.
Okay, man. What's one thing you thought about today that when you'll share that you feel like people probably would judge you for?
The dude who cut me off this morning.
What did you think? Oh, God. Did you wish death on him?
No, I don't wish death on
people. Oh, I'm going to say that's so horrible.
But I wish I could cut you up in little pieces, put you in the trunk, go to work, take you home and show my wife.
I don't like that you're smiling about that. Yeah, I would definitely want to not speak again because you can have nonverbal communication and say a lot with your facial expressions.
Yeah, I can get away with that. But again, that's a scary thing is to have everything you've ever thought or going to think you have to say. Nah.
That's a lot, yeah.
Nah. You can't control that.
Yeah.
You can't control that. Last one. Would you rather be the stinkiest person or the ugliest person? Gotta pick one.
I'd rather be the ugliest person and smell amazing.
Really? Rather be unattractive?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
You believe that shit?
I do.
Somewhere for somebody, for everybody out there?
I do. I would rather be the ugliest person, but be clean.
What about all the ugly people that's single and lonely?
What about all the attractive people that's single and lonely?
We're not talking about attractive people. We're talking about ugly people for the sake of the thing. So ugly people, we're just talking about the group up the ugly people. Let's think about.
You know why I think a lot of them are probably single and lonely? Because of their lack of confidence. Because they know that people have made them feel less than, and they've internalized it and they believe it, so then they don't go and put themselves out there. Oh, so you're
basing this off of nobody's ugly thing for you.
Ugly is in the inside.
You never want to have a real conversation.
I am having,
no,
babe. You know, in
saying,
real life, I do not call people ugly. You know,
this is not what you. The question isn't does
so
Tasha
that's what
call
I'm,
people
no,
ugly?
but I'm saying, you know, this is a real conversation. I'm not saying this for the camera. You know, I do not call people ugly in real life.
But are there ugly people?
In the inside.
So there's no ugly face people. There's no ugly superficial people. Tyrone Hill wasn't ugly.
Why do you always go to that
I'm
man?
just asking. Was Tyrone Hill ugly?
He wasn't the most attractive, but I don't think he was ugly.
If you had to pick attractive or ugly, what would he be?
I would pick ugly because he's not attractive.
All right, at least you gave me that. I'm going to stop there. At least you
Okay.
gave me that. All right.
I know some nice looking people who have the worst ass. Okay, let me ask you this, and I'm being 100% like, I'm being serious here. Have you ever been around, I'll say a woman, have you ever been around a woman or a girl in school, whatever, and I'm saying in school or something because for an extensive period of time, where initially when you met them, you did not think they were nice looking. But as you got to know them, be around them, maybe not saying like you grew to like have a crush on them or anything, but you know, you realized they were nice, they were funny, they had a good personality, and they truly, honestly, like looked better to you than when you initially met them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. Like there are some people who, yeah, initially their face might not be the ideal look of beauty, but personality, that's a real thing. Like people, depending on how they are, and there's some people who can be you can think they're nice looking, and after a while you just be like ill to them because they're not good people, or they show you like their personality and you be like, I don't care what they look like in the mirror, like ugh.
Yeah,
so that's what
I
I'm
get what
and
you're
more
saying,
so
but I wasn't
on the
talking
other
about the
end.
inside shit. I was just talking
but
about
no, but I'm
what
saying,
you see when you look at somebody. Like
what I'm saying
part.
is that person who you thought was ugly, after a while you be looking like, damn, she ain't that bad looking. But it's really like your image of them has kind of changed. I'm not, because like their personality kind of overshow, or they might, you know, smile and laugh and you just realize they got a good personality and they truly, in like looking at them, they do not look as bad to you anymore.
If we're having a real conversation, most ugly people are nice.
Have you ever experienced a situation where somebody you initially thought was ugly?
To answer your question, yes, I did.
So that's what I mean. I don't think more you was.
That's a wrap. Back to the podcast, episode 255, coming to a close. It's your boy International Walk.
It's your girl Tosh, the co-hostess with the mostest.
If y'all fuck with us, y'all fuck with us. If you don't, you should. Peace.
You are crazy.